But this is your starting lineup for today, Rose. Skewed's in, so it's probably a little bit Ana or the Zen and the Brigitte, I can imagine. No Astro, so no Lucio. Now, 95% and counting, the Gladiators, they have one person to touch, and it's Ryder on the sidelines.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's going to be enough stall, though, for the rest of the team to get back. Shu has got to come back with this Transcendence.
Pulsar available for Finale. Reiner has been caught out. Shu and Skewed are going to come back. The lamp maybe already used by Skewed. I saw him throw out something. A Transcendence to keep Skewed alive, and Gladiators in this match. Overtime sticking down fairly quickly, but Twilight goes down to Patiphan. And now the assault happens, the beat and the run over. The Gladiators, they need to be able to respond. I guess they at least cap the point, but they got no supports left.
Oh, they don't. I mean, that's it. Overtime's gonna wick away here.
Copy. Kevster
maybe
chasing down Muse. Not quite. Hisu actually ends that copy rather quickly. And Kevster's 5 HP. He needs to be able to find some sort of health. That orb, the orb almost killed him. It was actually Hisu's headshot at the very end. The Toronto Defiant with an unbelievable start against the Gladiators. 100-9 on well.
That Sombra flavor, maybe. Look at Reiner, though. Trying to get into the back line, get punched, and then, oh my god, Jaws, there's like a magnetic force that is pulling these Doomfists into the well right now. Yeah, look at...
Hisu gets revealed. Jumps straight back, but Patiphan's already dead. Kev's pretty low. He's got the health pack behind him that became unhacked a couple of seconds ago with a pulse bomb in hand, but without a recall, it's going to be a tougher time to get anything done with it. Has to make sure he has an out. He spots Twilight, gets the stick on the high ground. Okay, little alley-oop. Skew does end up going down to Hisu though, and with the mines, the Toronto Defiant controls so much space. Not much Reiner can do. He's got the powered up punch. He punches Muse, but Muse is so tanky, even more so with the beat. The Toronto Defiant just want to keep this fight going. Patiphan hits the respawn, but goes straight back to the mothership. The Toronto Defiant control the point. 76% in building, and Gladiators have not had a single say in any of these fights.
No, they haven't. I mean, even now when we're in last fight territory, we've got the ults, but oh man.
A little cheeky fade into the back line. Patiphan cleans him up. And the Transcendence is going to see them through the rest of this fight. You could imagine Muse is pretty low, has to back off. Choron gets killed, and Gladiators with a nice kill on to Twilight and Shu's in Transcendence. They're able to sustain, but the Toronto Defiant getting 99%. It's all good for Toronto. Kevster trying to force out that phase with the help of Reiner. He does so, but it's only a 6-second cooldown, so Twilight should be good. Not quite. Definitely wasn't available. All right. There you go. Patiphan with a huge amount of damage on that railgun. Overclocked is just a crazy ability. If you're just left alone, or hack onto Reiner, a lot of heals being pumped into him to make sure he stays up. Pulse bomb for Kevster, throws it out, hits the recall, doesn't get a connection. Toronto Defiant now don't need to worry about it. Don't need to worry about Kevster either. Choron finds the kill, and that's the go time. Pulse bomb for Finale. He's in trouble though. Shu with a boot to the face does take him out. Hisu translocates behind the enemy team. Someone still needs to touch, and it's actually Muse doing that right now, trying to get that flip. Reiner's going to say not today. He's got an orb from Shu, but Shu's in a little bit of trouble. Has a Transcendence if he really needs it, and decides now is the time to go. 85% in building, and Gladiators aren't out of this just yet. This stall tactic from the Glads is good. It enables the rest of the team to get back just in time and force Toronto in a one-fight situation.
Yeah, but now Toronto Defiant, after forcing out the Transcendence, can come in with the EMP. So this is very easily swingable for the Defiant.
There it is. There's the mines. Hisu with a manual hack on Reiner. Just turn. Look at him. The power block comes up just in time. Hisu with 8 HP needs to get back to the rest of his team and utilize his EMP. They already killed Patiphan, and they actually find the flip. The Gladiators need to be able to touch. They do so, but run into a giant EMP from Hisu. A manual hack on to the Doom, and that should be over. Toronto Defiance with nice ultimate economy end up taking the map. Gladiators unconvincing in both rounds, round number 1 and number 2. Wow, didn't expect this one coming out of the gate. This is like a whole new beast of Toronto.
I just love the aggressive play style of the Defiant as well. Usually that's a tactic we'd see out of the Gladiators, but Toronto really didn't give the Glads any time to breathe in this first map so far.
Yeah, they really didn't. That tempo setting was perfect for the Toronto Defiant. They were playing their game. Gladiators needs to be able to come back, and you bet they will. Still a strong team. They cannot be underestimated. We're going to jump to a quick break. Map number 2, going up soon. But that's one fight now.
Yep.
For the Gladiators trying to end this. Kevster's already pretty low. In fact, he's 1 HP, and now he's dead. The Gladiators have lost 1 DPS. Patiphan has the overclock. They don't have a nano to pair with it, but Rainer is trying to make an entrance to the back, but Finale's on there to check him. They still need to touch my news. The car is rolling back, and with Shu dead, this is disastrous for the Gladiators. Patiphan needs to go absolutely crazy. He finds 1, make that 3, in fact. I skipped 2, and I hope the Gladiators manage to make a playoff of this one. They got 5 members up and alive, and Patiphan was able to come back. And now the second checkpoint should be theirs. Finale, he's maybe trying to spawn camp Shu. I'm not sure. He needs to touch. He's the only one close enough, and he doesn't get there. Patiphan carries the Gladiators to point B.
That was...
The Toronto Defiant now already on the point. Patiphan comes up with a big kill onto Hisu, but Toronto Defiant right now gaining a free time. That's 1 tick. Ryan's gonna... Oh, Nano straight to the back line. Twilight's already dead. The Flux is good, but Ryan has still got a lot of that damage mitigation from the Nano boost. An over-eager Flux from Hopper, it felt like there. Big team kill for the Gladiators, burning some more time off the bank. Finale's got Pulse, Kevster to... forces Kevster to recall. Big anti, Hopper and Hisu in a little bit of trouble, but the Nano onto Chorong to force him to stay alive. Not just yet. Transcendence available now for Chorong too. This is an unbelievable turnaround if they can make this work. Twilight was in a whole heap of trouble, but now it is Rainer that is sent to the spawn. The Toronto Defiant. Nanoing Chorong was the perfect idea, keeping the rest of the team up and alive and well to earn the self of Transcendence. The problem is, Patiphan's on the field, and he's got the railgun. And with Hopper can't quite find the cleanup, and a Nano onto Rainer as he leaps towards the back line. And now Patiphan in the 1v1 duel, make that a 2v1, and he might be able to take out both. Hisu and Twilight already dead, and Patiphan with the overclock is going to finish this one up. The Gladiators kill the Defiant just before that second point. OT ticks down, and they tie the series up.
Victory. 1-1. Gotta go into extra maps here. No sweep here for the Toronto Defiant, but Gladiators also well on their way to continuing to show us why they are one of the best teams in the league right now. I love that Patty was able to pop off. That was definitely a huge help to keep the Gladiators in this.
Yeah, Patiphan is with a saving grace a lot of that map. Second point as they were pushing up, he got the triple kill with the overclock, and at the very end, cleaning house with it once more. The Gladiators, after kind of a slow start on control, tying the series up. We're going to jump to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a sec. Substitutions coming in for the Gladiators, Space in for the tank role, and we have Arndt too. So that obviously means we're on Circuit Royale, so that makes sense, right?
Widowmaker.
And Sigma, exactly.
Yeah, I mean...
They regain control of that space, but that Flux not getting anything. It's going to lead the Gladiators to just walk on up. They didn't need to use Transcendence. Oh, there's the window straight through it. Too much damage. It's who can kill who first. Who has the Widowmaker on the other side shooting heads? It's Gladiators. Arndt with a one-shot body shot through the amplification matrix, and then a headshot to finish Twilight. Oh, and Finale. Unlucky. Gladiators. Blistering pace. Quite literally like F1 level pace. Yeah, with the window. There's almost no hope. But like, you step in front of that, you are long gone. Hopper's going to be super careful, and there you go, instantly deleted. Big pulse bomb from Finale, but Immortality Field was enough to save his life. And the Toronto Defiant, they lose their front line, and the Gladiators claim the cap.
So Trinket is so powerful.
Dragon on the point. Does not much of anything at all, because Arndt's just firing through the window. I don't think anybody touches Rose. Well, maybe somebody. It's Chorong, but he's not going to last long. That window on the high ground for the Gladiators won them that round. The Toronto Defiant unable to make it to point B as the Glads take the lead in the series.
Love the way that the Gladiators played that out, using the amplification matrix as soon as they heard the rally get popped as well.
Oh, Ryan's already used his power block. Perfect target for a pulse bomb. He throws it in, gets the stick off the meteor strike, but somehow Reiner gets away. He's going to get healed on up. The power block came up just in time. And who's in the kill feed, of course, is Patiphan.
Yeah, Muse is going to get the nano.
Patiphan in trouble. Overclock not available, but Muse in a little sticky situation. He can't get much done. The nano wears out, and he didn't find anything at all. And Astro and Kevster were just dealing with the backline that whole time. Beautiful kiting from the Gladiators to stop any of them going down to Muse. Patiphan filling the kill feed once again on the Sojourn. And a beat for Astro. Chong is 10% away from his. This is the key ultimate that he's online. They're just throwing everything in the kitchen sink. Toronto Defiant need to find a response. Chong used the beat fairly late, but once again, Twilight is not in it. They've lost one of their supports. The fight needs to end now if you're Toronto. The Gladiators, they've got the nano, they've got the doom. Reiner sends himself sky high with the meteor strike, and now Muse is in a whole heap of hurt. Chorong falls, and now with little health left, the Toronto Defiant, Hisu finds one, but it's not enough. The Gladiators, they take the map and the series 3-1.
Whew. Toronto Defiant were off to a blazing start in this series, but Gladiators did pull their act together and took the win. And it was so good the way that they ended up, like, just kind of playing around the ultimates from the Defiant, just mitigated their value. You saw the Coalescence start to come out there, and Reiner was right there saying, I'm just going to punch you out of it. And so the way that the Gladiators just kind of continued to play around with their composition as well as their positioning on that map, just so good from them, and that's why they're considered one of the top teams. But I'm going to talk about the player of the match, Jaws, because we do that with every match. And drum roll.
That's true. We do that every match. It's Patiphan. Of course it is. Sojourn looked super clean throughout the entirety of the day. Man, it's crazy how quickly he does pick up heroes.
Yeah. I mean, this clutch.
Landing railguns feels pretty good. And the King's Row, yeah. Hella clutch by Patiphan. Not once, but twice did he clutch up using the Sojourn, finding key railguns to either defend the team's point on King's Row or go for that second point push. He looked great, Patiphan. Just continuing to be a standout rookie this season.
For sure. I mean...